Hey friends, I am here to give you some quick notes on characterization. So this week your assignment in Google Classroom to go along with your reading has to do with how different settings in the novel, different places that our characters go, different places they interact with, change the way that they behave or bring out different aspects of their personality. So one thing I want you to remember about characterization is that characterization or character traits, personality traits, are different from emotions. So when a character is having a feeling, if they're angry or if they're sad, those are just emotions. They're not so much character traits. Those are temporary things. Character traits are more permanent. So if someone is depressed, if someone is pessimistic, if someone is friendly, these are more permanent traits. And these are traits that can be brought out by different settings. We all know that we behave differently, we act differently in different places. For example, we're kind of, not that we're different people, but different parts of our personality shine in a classroom as opposed to when we're hanging out with friends or when we're at home or when we're in a new environment. So keep all of that in mind as you're reading and looking for the evidence and the words that you might use in your characterization chart. So the chart can be found on Classroom, and I'm just going to give you some quick notes on the differences between direct and indirect characterization, because we're particularly looking for indirect characterization to use in our chart. Sorry about the long, awkward pause there, guys. I didn't realize I had started recording again. So first, let's talk about direct characterization. Direct characterization is when an author directly, just straight up tells you what a character is like. So some examples from the novel Speak. Melinda tells us, the narrator tells us, Mom loves doing the things that other people are afraid of. So she's directly telling us what this character is like. She also talks about one of her old friends. She has enough personality to travel with 2 packs. So we're being told exactly what a character is like by the narrator or the author. What we're going to be talking about is indirect characterization. So this is where you need to make some inferences. You need to make some guesses. And we're looking for 5 different things when it comes to indirect characterization. You can remember them with this acronym STEAL, S-T-E-A-L. So in STEAL, the S stands for speech. The things that a person says, either about themselves or to other people, can tell us a lot about who they are. This can come down to the types of words they use or just the things that they talk about or say in general. We can also look for thoughts and emotions. So while an emotion is not necessarily a character trait, the types of emotions and the types of thoughts that a character has can tell us a lot about them. So if they are always thinking bad things about other people, maybe we could say that they're pessimistic or judgmental. We can also look for the E, the effects on others. So the way that a character responds to other people or situations, or the way that they make other people feel, can tell us a lot about who they are. A stands for actions. We all know that actions speak louder than words, right? We hear that all the time. So someone can walk around saying that they're friendly, but if they are acting in a way that is contradictory to that, if they are always mean to the people around them, or if they're careless in what they do, then they're not a friendly person, right? Those actions tell us more than their words do. And finally, we can think about looks. So the way that someone looks doesn't necessarily tell us a lot about them, but perhaps things like the clothes that they wear, the way that they're taking care of themselves, how much pride they take in their appearance, that can also tell us a lot about a character. All right, guys, so that's what you need to keep in mind for your characterization chart. The chart itself can be found in Google Classroom. I've already filled in some of the settings and at least one example for you of what I'm looking for as far as your trait the explanation, and then textual evidence. So try to find some textual evidence, try to choose, you know, a good passage from the book that shows what you're talking about in your chart, because textual evidence starting next week will be very important when we get to our writing portfolio. It will be required in every paragraph. So just do your best, and we'll work a little bit on it together in class if you're coming in, and that's it. Hope to see you soon.